We are so pleased to have Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla Motors and SpaceX, back with us. I'm Chris Woodyard from USA Today. Elon, tell us about this development in the Model S today.
Sure. So we've got two major announcements. One is dual motor, and the other is autopilot. And the internet's kind of guessed at particularly the dual motor element, and to some degree the autopilot. What the internet hasn't yet realized, and which will become apparent tonight, is just how much of a step change improvement the dual motor is, because it doesn't just increase the performance and have amazing road holding with all-wheel drive, but it actually increases the range of the car slightly. So you get 10 miles more range at highway speed with the dual motor.
Now, how is that possible? People would say all-wheel drive cars in the gas world get worse gas mileage than the two-wheel versions. Yet you're going to get longer range from an all-wheel drive. How is that possible?
In a gasoline engine situation, you only have one engine, and so you're stuck with the efficiency curve of that engine. But when you have two motors, you're able to pick different points on the efficiency curve at different speeds and accelerations, and the net result is you're more efficient.
And Elon, you're also creating a performance version of this car too, a new one.
Yes. The target we set was, can we match a car that I used to own, which is one of the greatest supercars of all time, is the McLaren F1. And that had a 0 to 60 time of 3.2 seconds. So it took a lot of effort, but we're able to match supercar acceleration in the Model S. Moreover, anyone can get that acceleration. So you don't have to be an expert driver on a special track with lots of advanced preparation and launch control and step on the brake and then step on the gas pedal. This just works.
You just step on the gas and go. You just step on the pedal and go.
You just step on the accelerator and go. The wheels will never slip. It'll just do exactly what you expect and take care of you.
What kind of market do you think there is for all-wheel drive? What do you think this will add to your potential Model S buyers?
It probably increases the addressable market by 50%. I mean, that's my rough guess, because there's some buyers out there who will only want all-wheel drive.
Now you're adding some new safety features to this car too, including a couple that could be breakthroughs.
Yeah, so we're adding autopilot to all cars. In fact, all cars produced for the past 2 weeks have the autopilot hardware.
Tell us what autopilot consists of.
Sure. Now it's important to differentiate autopilot from autonomous. So we intentionally use the word autopilot because that's what aircraft use. And there's still an expectation that the driver's paying attention and aware of things and can take over if the autopilot system has any issues. So it's still a driver in the loop, but it massively reduces the driver workload. And it has a lot of autonomous safety features, such as actively braking when there's an obstacle that it calculates it's going to hit.
The car will stay in its lane. What else will it do?
Yeah, so I think it's worth saying that in terms of its capability, the car is in theory capable of driving almost anywhere without a driver intervention.
But the way you have it programmed now is
yes.
It will warn you if you're going out of your lane. It will
right.
keep you from hitting the car in front of you. And it has a couple novel features that I hadn't heard about. One was if you turn on the left or right turn signal, car will move over automatically.
Yeah.
How does that? What can you talk about that?
Essentially, I mean, the car will be capable of complete autonomy from highway on-ramp to off-ramp. It will be able to drive itself without driver intervention unless there's some unusual failure in the system where the driver would need to take over.
Will it steer itself? Will the car steer itself?
The car will be able to steer itself. If you try to initiate a lane change and there's a highway barrier or a car next to you, the car will resist the lane change.
Mm-hmm. There is more competition coming in electric cars. There have been a number of announcements. Some other major companies say they're getting serious about it. Does that worry you at all?
No, it far from worrying me. That I'm glad they're getting serious about electric cars, and they should.
What are you going to need to do to sell the new dual motor Model S?
We're just putting it on the website, and people can order it.
Mm-hmm. How do you think it'll do?
I think it's going to do really well.
Elon, it is such a pleasure.
It's good to see you too.
Yes, thank you.
All right.